John Carpenter is back in the director's chair with the new Peacock original series. We're going to talk about that, but before we do, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and press the like button on this video. So finally, we're getting John Carpenter back in the form of a new anthology series. It's an original series going directly to Peacock this October. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, it's called Suburban Screams. I'll leave a link to the trailer in the description below. So Suburban Screams is going to have 6 episodes. It'll feature 6 original stories. Suburban Screams seems to be in the form of a true crime documentary series. So when you watch the trailer, you'll see that it's very cinematic and it comes off like an original show or a movie. But then you start to see these interviews happening in different segments in between these cinematic clips. And that lets us know that we're definitely getting some sort of true crime type of vibe here. But what I'm wondering here is, are we getting a fictional true crime series, or is he pulling these stories from something real, from real cases that have happened? Now, I'm more inclined to believe that these are fictional. These are episodes that he wrote from scratch. These are scripted episodes with scripted interviews, and I think he wants to give us that feeling of a real true crime documentary. Give us that feeling that these things have happened, because that's something that makes it a little more scary when these are cases that have happened and could happen. Because, I mean, when you think about it, there's already thousands of true crime documentaries and true crime films out there. What is he going to bring to making another one? Especially that documentaries and that type of thing is not John Carpenter's field. That's not something that he typically does. So I'd imagine that he's going to the writing room, he's writing down each of these episodes, and he's getting with a team of writers to make this happen. And I'm hoping for something that comes off like a true crime type of thing, but then we get this like really horrific twist ending that just scares the crap out of us every single episode, because that's something that John Carpenter would do, and that's something that would be completely different and original and just a great overall concept. Now, outside of that, we can't really speculate too much because there's very little information out there on Suburban Screams. So far, anything that I've been able to find on the internet has all come from the trailer directly. But what I do know is that, unfortunately, John Carpenter will only be directing one of the 6 episodes. So while it is John Carpenter's Suburban Screams, he gets one episode that he's directing, and I'm going to assume that he wrote all of the other episodes, or at least had some major hand in writing those episodes, but he's only directing one. However, what we do know is that he's also done all of the music for the entire series, and if you're a John Carpenter fan and you followed his career and all his films, then you know we're going to get some great music throughout the series. We're going to get great background music throughout the series. That part is to be expected. But what I'm hoping for is that from this, it sparks something in John Carpenter to want to come back and maybe direct another feature film, something for the big screen. Because at this point, it's been 13 years since he's been in the director's chair, and this episode of Suburban Screams will be the first time we see him directing anything in that entire time. So I'm hoping that this sparks something and we'll get another major film from John Carpenter. And I'm not just talking about directing, but anytime he's involved in the writing and the directing of a movie, we end up with an instant classic. I mean, if you look at Halloween, The Fog, Christine, anytime he's involved all the way around, we get a classic John Carpenter film. So that's what I'm hoping for. I know that's a long shot, but maybe this one episode will spark something further from this point on. So I'll keep this video short. I just want to know what you guys think about the trailer. Do you think this show is going to be good? Is this something that intrigues you as a horror fan or more as a true crime fan? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.